You know I'd beat you in the face.
Well,
What's wrong with that girl?
oh,
You would got beat right in the face.
well, that's because she don't have a clue what marriage is about.
Yeah, she don't.
She think marriage
We're
is
gonna have to
about.
have a conversation about that because I'm just like,
But who would do that?
yeah, like who would do that? Who?
And then you get mad because he don't want to be bothered.
Right. And I could see what the whole house looked like. It's all her family in there. You know what I'm saying?
Harassing him, trying to mount, but then
Right.
again,
All in their business. He ain't got no job. So what? That ain't none of y'all business.
but when he said, out, you didn't hear the last part. Come on,
What?
Janelle, pick a spot.
Behave. Do you want to go in the cage? What's that can happen?
You didn't hear the last part when she told him he won't get a job because she has to fill out the job application. She told him he won't get a job because he won't fill out the job. She has to fill out the job application for him. Come on.
Are we on yet? We on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to have a conversation with some of these ladies this morning.
But you know what his response was? You know I don't know how to do that.
Do you do you think some people, because I'm not gonna just say women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think some women are just fascinated in just saying that they're married or just being married, or they just have this whole idea of what marriage is supposed to be?
I do. I think that.
Because I don't want to say ladies. I don't want to say ladies.
Well, no, because
because
everybody
it's
can
men
get
too.
married nowadays. But I think that
I think people in
men.
general just don't
I think
understand
people
what
are just
marriage is all
fascinated
about.
to say I'm married and I have a husband or I have a wife.
Right.
Because me, I'm not gonna. Joe Mel is transparent. Me, I am. Oh, child, I look red as hell.
Yeah.
I'm matching a brick wall.
Sit back and behave.
If he get down, he get
Right.
down.
Get out. Get out. Go. Go. Get out. Get out. Go run free amongst the things. Just go. Anyway.
Are we gonna say hello to people first?
Yeah, we can say hi to people. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Now we got to get to this
Hey,
conversation.
Avi, Monica, L. West. It's not a lot. Shar, Love Kings, Donna, Melissa. See, I told you it wasn't a lot.
Okay. Marriage. What's up? What's up? For those of you that are married, what the hell is up? You get so mad. No, you get mad, Joseph, when you see all these people getting married and then they enter into the fuck shit. Like being married for a week and then they want to get divorced. Right? What Judge Maybelline say? Look deep before you leave. Look deep before you leave. It ain't just
when you
it ain't just about
you
this.
brightened us up. But then we went dark again.
It ain't just about this, y'all. This right here, look, we change this y'all. We change our rings every 6 months. We got a ring. We got a ring for it. This is just a ring. It's just a ring. What it represents is something totally different. You got to get with that. If you married, you got to get with what represents that. Y'all have this ideology. Is that what did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Ideology about what y'all think is marriage, what y'all think marriage should be. But the problem, and it's okay. But the problem is y'all don't take y'all heads and put them together like this and say Wonder Twins.
Well, y'all don't have
Unite.
a conversation before you get married. That's what y'all expect.
What conversations are y'all having before y'all get married? Are y'all just having a marriage, the conversation about are we gonna have kids? How many times we gonna have sex every day? Who gonna spend the most money? Is that all y'all having a conversation about? Because if that's all y'all having a conversation about, then you got the wrong idea about getting married. You got to look deep. You got to look deep. Because you could be marrying somebody that's crazy, deranged,
a lunatic.
I'm a whole lunatic child. And my husband married me.
I'm not going to argue that one.
He won too.
Hey, Roxanne.
He just hasn't tapped into his lunacy yet. No, but that's good. No, let me just say, all jokes aside, listen. Let me just say,
you're absolutely right.
Let me just say this
because I feel the same way.
Let me say this about our marriage.
But did you notice that half of them don't even get past the engagement?
No, half of them don't even get past the engagement. But let me tell y'all something about my marriage to my husband. This is how I feel. I'm saying how I feel. This is how I express myself. But there's a very big, as much as crazy as I am, and as calm-tempered as my husband is, there's a balance. But trust me when I tell you, it took time for us to get to this balance.
If me and Tramel just went off of what the beginning was like,
if we went off emotions alone,
sitting here right now,
one of us would be dead.
Or we wouldn't be sitting here.
Or we wouldn't be sitting here. I promise you, we would not be sitting here. But we had to learn how to have those hard conversations that we did not want to have. We wanted to avoid it. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just get out of my face. And talk to the hand.
Now, it'll be like that in the middle of an argument, yes. But then after the argument is over, we come together and have a conversation when we both can have a conversation. Because trying to have a conversation when both of you are angry is not going to go nowhere, especially with this one. It ain't going nowhere. And then if he push my buttons, it ain't going nowhere with me. So we've learned that the best thing for us to do, if we want to yell and scream and he wants to scream for the police, if he wants to scream help, do all that. And when all of that's over, come together and have that conversation and have a middle ground. We don't always agree, but we agree to disagree.
Right. But that's how our marriage works. We've always been respectful. That's another thing we had to learn how to do. Instead of getting angry at somebody's views, we had to learn how to be respectful of one another's views, right or wrong.
People don't understand. Being married is different than being
in a relationship. It is.
Because in the back of your mind in a relationship, you could always walk away.
You can't just walk away from a marriage.
When we had our first argument a month after we were married, exactly a month when we were married.
That was a disaster.
The realization that I couldn't just walk away, I couldn't just say screw this and fuck you and walk away. I did.
I think we both did the same thing. Did we both Google how to get a divorce?
No way.
And realize how expensive it was?
No, but at first it don't even hit you that you're tied to this person for real. So I just went and got in my car and drove off. It was in my head, I said, wait a minute. He's in my house.
And left me in his uncle's house.
I said, he got to go. And then I said, well, where's he going? We're married. I have to get a divorce.
Oh, you was like, I had to go.
I was like, where was I going? I was like, I have to get a divorce. So then I said, okay, well, I can get an annulment. It's only been a month. I can get an annulment. So I Googled reasons for annulment. And I said, okay, well, none of these reasons technically, I have to get a divorce.
Yeah, you can't just get mad and say, I want an annulment. No, it don't work that way.
So, even though we was angry. And I was like, come on, let's go to the courthouse. Let's do this now.
Yes, honey.
It was on the popping.
When he said that, oh, child, that set off a fire rocket, honey. Go to the courthouse. You want to go to the courthouse? Okay, let's go to the courthouse. Just blazing.
Look, I look like I'm
I don't
missing
know,
teeth.
Joseph. I don't know. It's StreamYard. It's something. I don't know.
It don't matter. It's just funny to me because I'm looking like, why my teeth look like they missing? Hey, y'all.
The reason why we talking about all this heifer on divorce court, first of all, I have to say that
Wait. The Love King said 2 weeks. At least we waited a month. They wanted an annulment after 2 weeks.
oh Jesus, y'all, what was that fight about, child? That must have been some fight. But
because it's different when you marry, and people don't realize that. You know how many people have been together for 8, 12, 13 years, and they get married and automatically get a divorce in like a couple of months. It's different when you're married.
Yeah. You know, the problem I think with a lot of women is they fight for superiority in a marriage. I want to be the superior one. He's going to listen to me. He's going to do what I tell him to do. And if he don't do what I tell him to do, I'm just going to do it. Like this heifer that we just got finished watching on divorce court. She goes, okay, they get married. She got 4 kids already. Let's put that to the side. We're getting ready to debunk this shit. She had 4 kids already, right? He ain't got no damn job. He like Tommy. He ain't got no damn job. Right? One of her friends at work, no, she gets pregnant. She gets pregnant.
And she didn't know she was pregnant.
She didn't know she was pregnant, right? Because she was getting ready to have gastric bypass surgery. She got pregnant. You know, they gave her a pregnancy test because they was like, you can't lose weight if you're pregnant. So they gave her a pregnancy test. She got the pregnancy test done, right? And she came up positive for being pregnant. Carried the baby. An unfortunate, tragic event happened in her life. She lost the baby. Right? First. So she wants to have a baby so bad by this man that ain't got no job. All he doing is sitting on the couch playing video games. Like, for real, y'all. He's sitting on the couch playing video games, and mama is working 2 jobs. Okay? She goes to work, and one of her friends is pregnant, and she, says that she don't want the baby, and she wants to know if she would take the baby because she knew that she had had a miscarriage. And the girl tells her yes. I'll take the baby. She goes home and she tells her husband, Tremel, we get ready to adopt a baby. What? Excuse me. We get ready to what? We get ready to adopt a baby. Who said that we get ready to adopt a baby? I said. Well, I don't want no damn baby. I don't want no damn churn. Going outside on the porch when they get here. I don't want no damn churn. How we gonna afford churn? I ain't got no damn job. I'm sitting on the couch playing video games. We got 4 churn here. And you want to bring another child in the house. Because you said so. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. She said she was gonna do it, Joe.
And she did it.
And she did it. Not only did she bring the baby in the house, she adopted the baby.
And then got mad because he wouldn't help her with it. He told her, if you bring that baby in this house, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm not raising it. It's your
baby.
Why?
Then my question is,
family was
why?
Always in the house.
Her whole family always in the house, running up and through his house, through their house, always over. The cousin, one day, he told the cousin he wanted her to leave. She was like, you'll leave before I will. And he said it was true. His wife used to put him out because he didn't get along with the cousins and he didn't get along with the friends. I'm glad we don't have that problem either, honey, because I swear to God, honey, we wouldn't have no motherfucking house. I'd burn this bitch down. I'd burn it down. Before I let any of my husband's relatives come in here and think they can run shit. And I expect for him to do the same. First of all, I wouldn't even do that to him. My husband ain't gonna do that to me. He wouldn't do that to me. No, he ain't gonna do that to me. I wouldn't do that to him. Ain't no way. I don't care, mama, grandma, auntie. I don't care who you are. You don't run this. What we always say about marriage? What we always say?
Well, what
Marriage business, about marriage business.
is
Married business.
Married business.
Married business is married goddamn business. See, y'all tell too many people y'all what's going on in your marriage. Stop telling folks what's going on in your marriage, because guess what? They sitting around writing books.
Then you got
and happy. They be just like this when you be on the phone. Girl, what happened?
Lurking, waiting.
What? He did. Girl, no, he didn't. Girl, get your stuff and come over here, because they want to hear more. People ain't happy for you all the time when you marry. You got to keep the outsiders. The bottom feeders, you got to keep them out. He can't know that I bust him side his head just 24 hours ago. Everybody ain't supposed to know that. Unless it needs to be known.
There's no reason to tell nobody if you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Married business is married business. And your spouse is not somebody for you to order around just because you can. Like, I could tell my husband what to do and he'll do it. But why would I do that? Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do that? I don't need to do that. I can ask my husband to do anything for me. He's going to do it. It's the way in which I say it that makes the big difference. Now, I have to admit that. I ain't going to tell Joseph, go downstairs, get me some damn water. Tell him to show him the look you're going to give me. Show him the look. Go do the eyebrow. Do it. Joseph, if you don't go downstairs and give me some water right now, I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in your face.
That's what you get.
Any questions? Any questions?
Hey, Conversations with D. Hey, in Q's World. Hey, who else did I miss? Angel and Trisha. Yeah, I got everybody else. But yeah, what the Love King said is true. There's a lot of people getting married on Facebook, which I find hilarious.
When we started
5 minutes ago, they wasn't even have nobody. Now all of a sudden they do. And they claim they're getting married and things of that nature.
Y'all got to do the homework. You got to do the work. But
they don't even last past the engagement.
Most of them don't even last past the engagement. They be,
I was just telling him, it was somebody that I was looking at his page, and he might have got married 3 years ago, and now he's already divorced. And I'm like, but y'all acted like y'all was so happy and in love, and what happened when y'all got married?
And it ain't no more mine. It ain't no more mine. What? Yours? I mean, I get the prenup thing and all that other stuff. But when you go to work, it ain't your money. It's our money. When you get a car, it ain't your car. It's our car. When we buy a house, it's our house, not your house. It ain't mine no more. I don't know if my husband was joking with me. He's getting his feelings about it or what. But I used to tell him all the time, mine, yours, ours.
No,
Mine.
In the beginning, yes, I was pissed. I was like, leave my stuff alone.
Mine, yours. Yours, ours.
Because everything I had, he wanted to touch and wanted to use it.
Mine, 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 mine.
And then wouldn't put it back where he found it.
And still don't.
Now it's like, it's just what it is.
What it is what it is, right? It is what it is.
I came storming upstairs because what I was looking for, it was in here. And then I come looking for it and it's not here. And I'm like having a fit. The other day I was downstairs having a fit. Because I know I saw the measuring cup in the cabinet.
We fight all the time about stuff in the kitchen.
And I'm like, where the hell did he put it?
All the time we fight about stuff in the kitchen.
I found seasoning in the refrigerator. With him, just look anywhere and everywhere, even places that it shouldn't be, it probably is. Mm-hmm. And it's at the point where sometimes I just sit and I'm like, it don't even matter to get why get myself upset?
It's all right. It's okay.
But sometimes it just be so.
But he don't know some of the things he do. He knows. He knows because we're very vocal. But he can
never say I pick anything up and he can't find it where he left it.
No, I can't. See, I own my shit. See, that's the thing about me. You know, a lot of women, they don't like to own their shit. Should I be picking on women today? Am I picking on women today?
Yeah.
I am.
Because it's people.
People. Some people don't own their shit. I owns mine. We fight over stuff in the kitchen all the time. He be like, well, the menus are supposed to be over here in this drawer. And this is supposed to be over here. I said, who said? Who said?
You can't, the dish towel that's hanging on the...
Who said?
On the stove.
Mm-hmm.
I wash my hands or my hands are wet from cooking and I have to look all around the kitchen because it ain't where it's supposed to be.
Right.
Or it's soaking wet because he done used it to dry up all the water he spilled on the counter.
Mm-hmm. That's why we have several of them.
You can't dry your hands in the wet towel.
No, you can't. You can't dry your hands in the
wet towel. But it's not going to dry because instead of hanging it somewhere, he has it bunched up in a bowl on the corner.
Put a stop to this right now. Because this sounds like a complaint from the complaint bureau.
I'm just telling him.
Is this a complaint? Is this a complaint from the complaint bureau?
I'm just telling him what I have to do.
That I need to know about.
I'm just telling him what I have to do.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like the old me. I would have been downstairs throwing pots and screaming at the top of my lungs.
That don't work.
And having a natural.
That don't work. You know that don't work.
Now I just go off and out loud and find it and keep it moving, or he'll get upset because, oh, it's my fault. Yes, it's your fault.
There you go.
Because I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole bowl is missing.
Everything is back to normal.
A whole bowl is missing.
I don't have nothing to do with that. Why am I supposed to know where it's at?
Because.
Why I got to know where it's at? Why I got to know? Answer that to everybody. You know why I got to know? Tell him why.
Because I'm sure he put it somewhere.
No.
He don't remember where he
No. See, this is Joseph's man chauvinistic ways coming out. He's a man chauvinist. He's a man chauvinist. Yes, Joseph, do you clean up? You have to clean up? You have to? Huh? Do you?
No, I cook.
Do you have to clean up?
No, I cook.
Do you have to clean up?
No, I cook.
I cook too. Do you have to clean up?
No, I cook.
Okay then. See, when you have to clean up stuff, you know how to put stuff in the place where you want to put it.
No. Do you clean up the kitchen?
Sometimes.
I specifically keep him out of my kitchen because I know I like
keep him out of my kitchen
a certain way.
I keep him out of my kitchen.
I won't let him wash dishes.
Right. He don't want me. I'm fine.
Even though he does it anyway.
I'm fine with that.
And I just have to go back and rewash.
Hey, sometimes you got to take one for the team. I'm fine with that.
I'm just telling y'all this to say,
Nothing.
These are the things you have to deal with when you get married.
They sure are. They are.
But these are also the things that'll cause people to break up and get a divorce.
Yeah.
And don't want to be bothered.
But why?
Because it becomes annoying.
Yeah, it becomes annoying, but I mean...
But you have to
what about the love
you have
and the
to
compassion
that
and
this
all
is
that
what you signed up for.
Oh, so you say you're going to get a divorce?
This is what you have
hold
to
on, let me go find something. Let's talk about divorce. Where's that? Where's that?
You don't even know where your hammer is.
No, I don't know where it's at. You want me to find something?
But you have to realize that this is what you signed up for. It ain't all rainbows and roses.
It sure enough ain't. It ain't unicorns either.
Well, now it might be unicorns.
No, it ain't no.
No, it might be unicorns. Because,
no,
see,
although we have a unicorn in our lives.
It might be unicorns because unicorns are very mythical. So your mythical idea of what marriage should be, it could be unicorns.
Oh, man.
But rainbows and roses, see, those exist. So it ain't all rainbows and roses.
You think I have a mythical idea?
No, I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
But it could be unicorns based on what you think marriage should be. Because that's real mythical for most of us. Because all that happiness all the time and floating around on air and everything is perfect.
And flying away and riding off into the sunset and all that carrying on. Y'all better leave that shit on TV. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. I'm telling y'all, it don't work like that. If you expecting to get this whole big gift of marriage in a box and think that you're going to unpack it and things are going to work, it don't work like that, baby. It don't work like that. It's like coronavirus. Coronavirus. Shit is real. Marriage is real. The shit is real. You got to know what you stepping. Listen. You got to know what you stepping into. Because the person that's standing next to you at that altar, you got to say to yourself, are you really ready to step in all that shit?
Blog said, why bring in the unicorn?
Yeah. Listen, you got to know if you every time you smile, child, you look like
I'm missing teeth.
You look like one of the Hatfields. But listen, guys, it don't work like that. The box, marriage ain't a box. It ain't a box of treats. It ain't like Forrest Whitaker, like a box of chocolates.
Well, now, yes, it is like a box of chocolates because you never know what you're going to get, honey, until you bite into one of them. So you never know what you're going to get when you jump into marriage.
Yeah, but one of them goddamn chocolates is going to make you shit. One of them in the box going to make you shit. You know that. Listen. Y'all got to be more serious when it comes to stuff like this, when it comes to your life. This is your life. This is your legacy. This is what you leave behind. When you get married, that's a part of your legacy. When you get divorced, that's a part of your legacy. Just because you went to court and you done settled it in the court and all that other stuff, and you done signed the papers and stuff like that to get rid of it, that don't mean it's gone.
You know, I think about that too.
Huh?
That day when we had a fight.
What?
And you was screaming, divorce me, divorce. I said, now I got to run around here and tell people I'm divorced.
Yeah, you be like embarrassed. I was like, how am I going to go?
I got to tell people I'm divorced now.
Yeah. That sounds cute, though. I'm a divorcee.
Oh, we can make it happen. Since it sounds cute.
Joseph, don't make me punch you in the face. Don't make me go find something. Do not make me go find something. Ain't no divorces happening. Ain't nothing.
Oh, well, that's true.
What?
But when you marry that immature person, you got to deal with them.
Yeah, you got to deal with them. For as long as you can take it. Because it does come a time sometimes, y'all. It comes a time when you be like, you know what?
I'm done.
It's
all
a wrap.
that I could do.
It's a wrap. I'm not doing this no more. It's for some people. it does come a time when you just be like,
when nothing changes.
it does change. You know, you get sick and tired of getting sick and tired of it. You get sick and
Well,
tired
because
of
if
it.
nothing changes, when it's always the same and nothing changes, no matter how many times y'all talk about a situation, no matter how many, if y'all can't come together and fix what's wrong,
The next
then
time for y'all to walk down
you
that,
might as well get a divorce.
yeah, yeah, it's time to walk down that
It
aisle
don't make sense
in
to
the
keep fighting over
courthouse.
the
And
same thing
yeah,
over and over and over and over again.
yeah. And what's hurting somebody? What's hurting somebody gonna do? That's my thing. What's hurting somebody gonna do? Like
And
Joseph, like
truthfully, the arguments and fights we have I couldn't even tell you why we had them. Because it'd be over dumb, stupid stuff. We have never, truthfully, and he can tell you if I'm wrong, because in my mind, it ain't never been anything significant. Never, not one time. It's always been something stupid and dumb. Like, why are we even arguing over this? A lot of times it ain't even had nothing to do with us. It had to do with other people
or something else,
or a whole situation that didn't involve us.
Mm-hmm.
That he got in his feelings about, or I got in my feelings about, and I'm like, why are we letting other people cause friction between us? We have never really had.
Like a fight. Like
We never had an argument that was because of us. We
Yeah.
never had an argument that was anything significant.
Well, it was because of your narcissism at one time. We had one argument about that, but then I was like, you know what? Hey, he narcissistic. He is. He's a narcissist. He's a narcissist. Joseph is a narcissist. He's a man chauvinist.
I'll take man.
He's a whole lot of things that I can say, you know, that I can say. We'll be talking about my husband. We'll be talking about my husband. I come fuck you up. But there's a lot of things that I can say about my husband that I have for him. That I just had to say, you know what? Y'all, unconditional love. That's the key. That's the key. If you want to know what the key to marriage is, unconditional love. Because sometimes I know when he turned around and look at me sleep, he want to bust me side the head. But I am him. But he can't do it and get away with it. He can't do it and not go to jail. Or get bust side the head back. So, we love each other unconditionally.
I want to bust you upside the head when you're awake because I want you to see it coming.
Yeah, well, go ahead and try it and see what happens. Go ahead and try it and see what happened to you.
I want to bust him upside the head.
Go ahead and try it and see what happened to you. That's all I'm just saying.
Because I want him to see it coming.
Mm-hmm. How many times have I told you I want to hit you in the back of the throat with a hammer until your teeth click? Huh? See, that's the great thing about being married. You know, we make each other laugh by some of the shit we be saying to each other. Sometimes we be in this house and I be like, get out of my face, Joseph. I don't know if women and men go through that, but this is what men and men go through. We like to fight. We be like, Joseph, get out of my face.
You say, then when I strangle him, I get all up in his face.
I push it right to the limit, and he be like this. He be ready. He be ready to knock me into a new life, honey. And something stops him. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. That's what it is. It's unconditional. We do everything. We are inseparable. I am him and he is I. Did I say that right? See how I make him laugh? I can make him laugh. I can make him laugh like this at any given time. I love to hear him laugh. He sounds like Webster. He sound like Webster.
Your little analogies be killing me.
Yes, with his little chicken legs and little plunker ass. Plunk. And his eyes get tight when he get jealous. I know all this stuff about my husband. Like when I was doing that interview with Bugs Gutter.
They was wide open like
They
this.
was tight, honey. Them eyes was tight. Them
They was
eyeballs.
wide open like
Them
that.
eyeballs was tight.
They was wide open.
Nice, cute little young tender, honey.
Does anybody
Just
that could deal with
reminded
this
me of what
can
I
have
was
it.
when I was running wild
Like I
and young
said,
and free.
Because as soon as they get him, they going to come knocking on the door. Can I bring him back home?
Yeah,
please?
can't nobody handle me like you do, Joseph. Can't nobody handle me like my husband do. See, that's why I ain't going nowhere.
I'll give him a good 15,
Ain't nobody gonna
20
put up with
minutes.
ain't nobody gonna put up with me the way he do.
I'll give him a good 15, 20 minutes, and they'll be knocking on the door.
And ain't nobody gonna put up
Can you
with him.
take him
It's
back?
hard to put up with him. Y'all sit here and y'all say, oh, Joseph, he's so sweet. I order bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll. Y'all think he is so motherfucking sweet, honey. Y'all ain't never seen him off camera morph into the monster that he is all day. Right, Uncle Fred?
I don't know what you're talking about. Avi met us that night at that lounge. And
Don't talk about nobody that met us. Don't talk about nobody that met us because they get the McRae Kingz. They'll get the McRae Kingz. The McRae Kingz is something totally different. When me and him by ourselves, something totally different. There's been times when we've been out on outings and stuff like that where I just wanted to take his whole head and screw it off and put it in the car.
Avi, we have been married for 2 years.
Yes, 2 years. But we've known each other, what, 18?
20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We have a love story. We have a love story. What time is it?
We dated 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I left him.
Yeah, he left.
And then 18
Trying to be
years
cute.
later.
Here he come. Knocking on my social media window. Hello? Hello? Is Jamel in there? It's all history after that.
They did.
What?
That lounge closed down. That we met out here. That Twister Lounge.
Oh, I knew that place wasn't going to stay around for
It was
long.
in the location.
Huh?
The location
It was the location. It was just, kids don't go out like that no more.
No, they do, but that was too. They should have. Twister should have been. I don't want to say pedaled, but pushed for a more mature crowd, and it would have worked.
Oh, you think we were beautiful together? Thank you so much. People say that about us all the time. We really appreciate it, though. But we are beautiful together.
No, it was funny because when Avi met us, it was when people do it, we just be like, and it used to happen in Jersey a lot. Of course, it hasn't happened since we moved up here. But in Jersey, people would always walk up to us and go, I know you. I have coffee with you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll stand there and look like, okay, you watch our show.
Yeah.
It used to happen in Jersey all the time.
Yeah, especially when we went to diners.
Yeah, when we went to diners, the people in the diner would know who we were, or we would be at just out places, and people would say, I know y'all, they all the Kings. And
I think people low-key know us up here, but see, in the Ratchet.
They have to.
In the Ratchet, that's I call where we live at now. I call it the Ratchet.
Because other than the girl at the gas station.
I thought it was like the white people neighborhood, but it's not. It is, but it's not. Y'all get me? It is, but it's not. Because these white people up here, they different. They different. They kind of like us. You know? Some of them ain't got no job. You know? Some of them got 10,000 churn. A lot of churn. Because like over there in that house over there, Joseph, where all the kids go to the swimming pool. Because this one parent
and they
got a
went
swimming
on
pool.
at the end.
Yes. But don't mess with the people in the Ratchet.
Right, Avi, I agree with you.
Don't mess with the people. And let me tell you something. They go on amazing, adventurous weekends. They don't do stuff like go to the park and sit down somewhere, have a little Starbucks latte or something. They don't do that.
We didn't get to go to the beach.
I know. But the white people did. In the Ratchet, I guarantee you, the people in the Ratchet went to the beach. Joseph and Jamel stayed home. They got boats. They got boats. They got canoes.
Wave runners.
What the hell is that? They got wave runners. They got bikes.
Every time I smile, I look like I'm missing.
They got
my
like
front
four-wheelers,
teeth.
like the four-wheeler, what they call them, ATVs, the ABTs?
ATVs.
Is that what they call them? They got those. Just sitting in their backyard, just chilling. You know, they feel like they want to take the ATV out. They take the whole family out. Make some sandwiches. Couple of ice pops. You know, get a deep low freezer going. Dad goes stop by the store, gets a couple of beers, and they go off to wherever they're going to.
But that's coming to an end because it's getting cold.
They hook their trailers up and stuff, and then they just go off into adventure. They be in the woods and shit. And I was like asking Joseph earlier, why can't we as black people do that? Joseph said, you going in the woods? I ain't going in the woods. Thank you. No, thank you. I sit home. I'm not going in the woods. See, shit happened in the goddamn woods. Kids get missing.
You get
People get missing, don't come back. I don't play. I don't play around. And
hey, Philly girl.
This glamping, I don't understand it. I ain't trying to understand it. No, we ain't going glamping.
Right, Trisha, it's making me look like I ain't got no.
And then Joseph be wanting to go on these crazy rides and stuff like that. I'm not doing that.
Well, actually, they moved their little, I guess, if you want to say, well, it's not a house, it's a warehouse. Mm-hmm. They moved it up here for Halloween where we live. I know he's not going to go.
See, I might go.
I really want to go. It's for
you listen.
It's for the whole month of October, and it was to be like, we have not done anything.
I always wanted to, you know what?
Anything.
I've always wanted to dress up for Halloween.
Well,
I've always wanted to go to like a nice Halloween party.
No, it's a haunted warehouse.
Oh.
It's a haunted warehouse.
What's a haunted warehouse?
Well, instead of like a haunted house, it's a haunted warehouse. I don't know if there's a party there afterwards. It might be. It's just because, we don't know nothing about up here. But I know they moved it because it used to be in Utica.
Oh, I'm not going to that.
But they moved it up here.
I'm not going to that. I'm not going in the haunted house. Now, if there's a haunted party, if there's a party where we party and we having drinks and mingling with people.
It might be that. I have to look it up and
I can do that. But I ain't going to no goddamn corn maze. I'm not going to no haunted warehouse where people jump out. If it involves people jumping out and shit, Joseph, you know I ain't going. Because I'll fuck somebody up. I'll be to whoop somebody's ass. And then you ain't got no money to bail me out. Because as soon as you come around, listen, I ain't got no problem with going to no haunted house. I don't. But as soon as you come up around that corner, you better have some insurance. Because I'm going to knock you into a new family, child. You won't even know. You won't even realize it. It'll just happen. Bam. You'll be like, where am I at? I'm going to knock your ass into it. I don't play games. I don't play games like that, Joseph.
It's fun.
It ain't no damn fun to be scared.
It is.
It's not.
It is when you know nothing's going to happen. Not now, really scared.
Didn't I
going in the house and somebody could attack you? No, that's not fun.
Didn't I just tell you something was gonna happen?
Having
fun. No. Answer the question.
Fun and scared is
no.
Fun.
Answer the question. Didn't I tell you something was just gonna? Didn't I just tell you something gonna happen?
Yeah, you gonna beat up the people that don't mean you no harm.
And why y'all don't listen to me? It was just like I was talking to.
Have y'all ever seen that show? Things that white people do.
It's called White People Shit.
Well,
that's what it's called. It's called White People Shit.
I thought it was
this YouTuber. He started out as a YouTuber, King Karan. Now he got a show. It's called That White People Shit.
It's on Fuse. And yesterday he went hiking.
I need to be on that show with him.
And he was going to go camping. And they put him in this whole big glamp.
Yeah, he was supposed to go glamping.
Well, he thought he was going to stay out in the woods in a tent and stuff like that. But they actually put him in this like tree house that was all lavish and what have you, and it had Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I do that. Now that I do. This one, no. The bears will come and get us. No, I'm not.
No, I don't have a problem doing that. Long as the house is locked up, I don't have no problem. But going outside and let's go hiking with these feet. With these feet, y'all don't want to see these feet. I'm going to the doctor right now because of these goddamn feet, and I wish these motherfucking doctors would. That's a whole nother story. But yo,
Trisha, how you going in the woods like in Bird Box? You gonna tie one into a tree and the other end around your waist so that you know you can get back?
Monica, you don't take them babies to no doggone haunted house. The baby's gonna be mad at you, especially that Jayla.
Jayla gonna fight everybody and he want it out.
Jamel might like it, but Jayla ain't gonna like it. She's gonna be screaming dear blood. She's gonna scream a blood curdling scream.
And then Monica gonna take her out and she's gonna say again.
You know who Jayla reminds me of? One of the birds of prey. The one that screams, honey.
Canary.
Yes, she's Canary. That's Jayla. Canary. Jayla will scream, honey, and she would do a non-stop one. Have you ever seen her do a non-stop one?
You didn't watch Monica's mukbang last night?
No, not yet, but I heard some of it. I was asleep.
Ooh, Jayla is a kiki.
Monica is a kiki. Y'all gotta look at the fit. See, this is what y'all don't
understand.
I was
looking at Monica too, but Jayla
No,
is
let me tell you something. This is what y'all don't understand about MJ&J family mukbangs. When Monica, y'all, let me tell y'all something.
No, because they gave us Jayla and they gave us a shout out in the beginning of the video.
Oh, did they? They ain't saying happy birthday to me.
No, it was Joseph and Tremel.
Okay.
Then Jayla drank all her juice before it even started and told Monica she wanted another juice. Monica said, no, you'll get a juice after you eat. She said, I want it now. She said, no, you'll get it after you eat. Let's bless the food. Monica starts praying. Jayla screams at the top out, don't start without me. So Monica laughs and then starts praying. But then while Monica is blessing the food, Jayla done picked it up and started eating. So I'm like, well, why did she say don't start without her? She's eating while Monica's praying. She could have did that the first go round.
Y'all got to see the look on Monica's face when her kids be doing what they be doing. She be looking like, if I can take them and just put them in a box and send them back, I'll do it in a minute.
Avi, no, that's far from the truth.
What?
Let's try Dinosaur Jurassic maybe, but not dainty little petals.
What?
She said, I'm sure your feet are dainty little petals.
Girl.
Those are raptor claws.
Yeah, girl. Girl. We ain't even going to talk about that. Complications of diabetes.
Hey, let me see your transcript.
Complications of diabetes. Listen. I don't make no qualms. I don't make no excuses for some of the shit. I done some fuck shit in my life when it comes to my diabetes, not listening to my doctors and doing all that shit. Now I'm suffering the repercussions of it now. So, guys, I'm not telling y'all this to feel sorry for me because I don't want nobody to be sitting around, oh, poor Tremel. No, Tremel did it to herself. And that's it.
I thought about it, Lawrence, but
What?
Skydiving. But I seen too many incidents.
I was thinking about that too.
I'm
thinking about the accident.
You know, they be hooked up to the instructor, then one hook comes down and they hang it like this, and the instructor, nah, I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
Not gonna happen unless I have a death wish.
Although I think it would be fun. I do. I'm not like Tremel. I will try
like the damn slingshot.
Yes, I would do the slingshot.
I'm not doing
yes,
that.
I would get on the roller coaster. He
not
won't
doing
do
that.
nothing fun.
I'm not doing
He
and
won't
I'm
do
not
nothing
listen.
Fun.
I'm not stopping him from doing it.
Who wants to go on the roller coaster by themselves?
Okay,
Who wants to go on the slingshot by themselves?
Don't Tracy want to go on the slingshot?
Who?
Tracy. Don't I know Val want to go? I know you can
They
find
got
one
their
of your
husbands
friends.
to do it with
Find
them.
one of your goddamn
Their
fair weather
husbands will
friends,
do it with
Johnny
them.
Gill, and y'all go on the ride together.
Well,
I'm not
now,
doing that
let
shit.
me rethink this, because Tracy's husband won't do it.
What if I ain't had no arms? What if I ain't had no damn legs?
Well,
and you still want to go on the ride? Would you go on the ride?
I'd put you on the ride, strap you up, because then you couldn't fight
No, the
me.
fuck you wouldn't put me on no
You
goddamn
just
ride
be
like that. I'd be
talking
like,
about,
wear your ass
I
out.
don't want to get on, and I'd strap you in, and we go flinging into the air.
And you would regret it for the rest of your life. You would regret it for the rest of your life. See, some kids did that to me, and see, I think that's why.
Monte said he loves the slingshot.
Okay, well, you go on the goddamn ride with Monte. Y'all see, I have a phobia because when I was a kid, see, y'all have to understand, I grew up in a different time. Come on, y'all. Come on. Daryl, is Daryl in here? He my age. Ain't Daryl my age? Help me out here, y'all. Y'all got to understand. Y'all got to understand the day and age in which I grew up in. There wasn't rules like it is today.
Well,
it wasn't nothing for a kid. No,
we only 3 years apart.
No.
So I grew up in the same day and age.
Yeah, but you didn't know but you didn't grow up in the same environment that I grew up in.
Well,
and it wasn't nothing.
It was worse for me because I was a fat little kid, and half the times I wasn't even secure in the
ride. No, it was better for you because you was a fat little goddamn kid. You was a little fat motherfucker.
But I wasn't secure. My little fat ass could have flew right out of the ride. Trust me. You
know
how many rides I got in? I'm holding on because I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna fall out.
Well, how many of your friends grabbed you against your will? And this is what my phobia is, and I admit it. It's just like some people are scared of dogs who got bit by a dog. But this is my phobia. This has always been my phobia. When I was a kid, kids were cruel to me. Y'all don't understand this. If it wasn't them calling me the F word, they was cruel to me. So it wasn't nothing for 5 boys to pick me up and grab me by my arms and my legs and put me on a ride that I didn't want to go on, and they would let me on. It ain't like it is today, where it's like a man saying, hold up, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't drag that kid on the ride. No. You had somebody sitting there saying, oh, go ahead, just strap him in, have fun. You know how many times I got thrown in the water when I was a kid? You know how many times I got thrown in the fire hydrant when I didn't want to when I was a kid? These are folk. I have bipolar disorder, y'all. Listen, I lives in my truth. I don't fuck around with people. I don't want nobody fucking with me. You don't fuck around with me, you ain't got to worry about me sitting outside your bedroom window with a center block like this waiting for your ass to go to sleep. I don't fuck around with people. I don't mess with people. I don't mess with rides. I don't mess with that bullshit. I don't.
Now that you got all of that out of your system, when are we going on a roller coaster?
We ain't going on no goddamn roller coaster. I done told you that bullshit. You might as well just get that through your goddamn system. You can go on the roller coaster and die. I'm not
going to die.
I'm not.
Roller coasters are fun.
I'm not getting on the roller coaster. I'm not getting on the roller coaster. I'm not going to no fucking haunted house. I'm not going no slingshot. I'm not doing that.
I like being scared.
Okay. Now, if you want to be married to somebody to do all that, then you...
See, this is another product of what we were talking about earlier.
Go right on ahead and come back.
I should have took inventory.
You should have looked deep.
So I would have known.
Before you
don't marry him.
Because you can't do nothing now. What you going to do now?
Get a divorce.
You can't do... No, you're not. No, you're not. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because I'm going to bust you in your face. That's why. You ain't going nowhere. Where the fuck you going?
And what you calling Daryl, Tyrone might still be here, honey. I didn't realize Tyrone was older than you.
Well, they know. Growing up in the 70s, kids have...
Oh, but I was a baby in the 70s, so...
We're going to move on. Because we got to go.
I was a baby in the 70s.
That's
70,
cute.
I wasn't even born.
That's special. That's cute.
In 70, I wasn't even, I was in 2 different people.
We're gonna leave that one alone. We're gonna leave it alone. Anyway,
I'm just saying.
like I said,
Hey, Chef.
in terms of
But on that
marriage,
note,
and we're gonna let's recap. If on that note, y'all, marriage, look deep before you leave. Really, honestly, relationships, look deep before you leave. Before you get a dog, look deep before you leave. Before you get a cat.
Before you decide to commit to somebody for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, look deep before you leave. With that being said, we're going to get on out of here. Please make sure you're following us on all social media platforms, Joseph.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to join our membership and become a monthly member, you also can do that.
Join. Hit the join button. Hit the join button.
Or you can find the link for the join in the description box, because if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, you don't see the join button for whatever reason. But the link is in the description box. And any and everything you want for the McRae Kingz is in the description box. And even our P.O. box, if you want to send Tramel some hair. What are you pointing at me for? Huh? And if you want to send Tramel some hair, if you have a hair business, you can do that. He'll do his hair and promote your hair products. And with that being said, you know how we end every show. Walk in peace, love, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember,
it's TheMcRae
all damn day. Now get on over to MJ&J family. Her premiere has already started.